and stuff. That's what I have to do now. Let my goats out to have feeding time. I'm gonna feed them. Sometimes let my goats out and see them this morning. What they're doing this morning. My happy goats and stuff. I protect my goats. That's how I protect them from coyotes. I put a door on and stuff. That's how I protect my goats. Now, I don't play around anymore after coyotes had killed my grandma's two geese, my mom's favorite geese and stuff. That's why I put a door on my cow house now, because I'm not gonna take any chances of these goats getting killed by coyotes. I love you goats too much. Goats feeding time. Look how happy my goats are. My beautiful goat. I love you, Chica and Sylvia. I love you, goats. You're so cute and amazing. Goats feeding time. Look how Sylvia there eating her hay. And look, there's Chica right there. Chica is over there. They want to eat, sometimes they want to eat. And stuff. Do. Sylvia and there's happy Chica. They're all walking around in the mornings and stuff. Look a beautiful morning for them. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, friends and family and stuff. That's what they do. Happy goats eating time. Happy goats have time. Happy goats. My happy. I love both of them. There's Chica over there looking around into the field right now, and Sylvia's eating right now. It is very foggy morning this morning. You can't see anything over there. Nothing. It's so foggy this morning. You can't see out to the side with the field this morning. Super foggy this morning. Look how foggy it is this morning. Very foggy morning. You can't see anything. Only a little bit of edge with the trees this morning. There's beautiful Sylvia and stuff. Look at her. I love my goat Sylvia. She's so cute. I love her. Mwah. She's my baby girl. I love hugging my goat Sylvia and Chica. Are so cute. Sylvia and stuff wants food, and sometimes goats don't want food. Some mornings they just want to look around, enjoy the morning, like me. Sometimes I don't want to eat in the morning right away. I just want to enjoy the morning. Look at how happy Sylvia is. Look at her eating. Her happy eating right there. She's amazing. Happy goat. She loves when she eats. I love every morning when I come out here feeding them, makes me happy. Every morning seeing them like this, eating and hugging them and loving on them, makes me very happy. I love my goats a lot. And I love Chica. Chica is my sweetheart. I really like Chica. Chica and stuff is my sweetheart and stuff. I love Chica. Come on, Chica. I love you. Come on, Chica. I love you, Sylvia. Good morning. Goats go away and they always come back and stuff. Goats never, they always come back to eating. When goats go away, they don't go away forever. They always come back. And they always come back. They eat, scratch their necks, their face, everything. Yeah. Yeah, I love this. Goats and stuff. Yeah. They like to eat. Hello. Look at how the goats sometimes, they make those noises sometimes when they see something they don't like. They make those weird noises to scare them off. To tell I'm bigger. I could hurt you. Get away from here. They do that sometimes to make a noise to scare stuff away. Both of them do that. Both my goats sometimes do that. When they see something they don't like, they make those noises to tell them go away. Or sometimes they sneeze too. They sneeze too. Here comes, now they want to walk in their food. Now it's going to get interesting. She gets tails up like this. This is when it gets interesting. This is when they go headbutting. After they go over there for a little bit and they go over here. This is when Sylvia and Chica go crazy playing. When they start to play. In a minute, Sylvia's gonna make a little noise, a little noise in a second to say I'm the boss in a minute. In a couple minutes, she's gonna tell her I'm the boss in a few minutes. In a few minutes, she's gonna tell her I'm the boss. I'm gonna bring over. There's a little goat. Bring over here so you have a better angle and view. You can see the goats better. Look at these goats. See how Sylvia tells her to push her away? Tell her. See how she does it? Watch Sylvia. Watch the goats playing with. Watch the behind them. See how Sylvia pushes her away? She's telling her, I want to eat all the food and you don't get anything. You get nothing. And Chica has to learn. Chica bites back and forth. Sometimes she gets too nice. Sometimes she needs to learn to be more rougher, to push her, a little more aggressive. Sometimes she's too gentle. She's so gentle and nice, so present and calm and nice. Sometimes Sylvia pushes her. Sometimes Sylvia dominates her. And stuff. Sylvia is the head. Sylvia is the alpha. Sylvia is the boss of the pasture, of the field, the pasture. She's the boss of the field. She's the boss of the pasture. She's the boss over Chica. She tells Chica what to do and stuff. These guys are half sisters. These are half sisters and stuff. When I got and stuff, these are half sisters from two separate moms from the same buck dad. These are half sisters. Chica is a sweet one, more like gentle nature, wants to be cuddled all the time. Sylvia is more nature like, I like you, I love you, I want to come when I want to see you. Chica loves me a lot. I can scratch them. They love being scratched. They love their head scratched, their beard scratched. I love everything about that. Goats are amazing. Goats, just, if you ever need have goats, just make sure you have dry bedding, a house. Make sure you always have a house for your goats. If you ever want to get goats, make sure you have a house, water, hay, minerals, baking soda, everything you need to take care of a goat. Everything you need to take care of a goat. Make sure that you have everything you need. Even electric, make sure you have electric fence. Make sure you have everything to protect your goats. Make sure there's a door on your house for your goats so no predators can get to them. Protect your goats. If you ever have goats, just get goats. They're really fun to have. They're easy to take care of. The little goats are easy to take care of. They're cheaper than a horse. Horses are hay burners. That's my nickname for horses, because they're hay burners, because they eat hay bale one day, they eat hay bale. These goats go through a bale a week. A bale a week these goats can go through. These goats, I go through a bale a week. I brush them too, make sure there's no lice. They were itchy a couple days ago. Yesterday, she was really itchy for the past few days. I brushed Sylvia and Chica, and I found one louse on them. And I brush them, I kill it. Brush them every day. I always brush them, make sure there's no bugs. That's how I keep the bugs down. See how they headbutt? Watch the goats, watch them headbutting. It's very interesting how they headbutt. Watch the headbutting. Watch the goats when they headbutt. They're really fun. Look how fun they're playing. Happy goats. Happy feeding goats. Look at them playing. Look at that. Look at them playing. Look at them happy goats. Happy goats playing. These goats, make sure you have dry ground, no mud. Mud ground with cracked hooves cause hoof rot. Make sure there's always dry ground, dry place in the sleep. Make sure there's no mud. The mud is the problem with goat hooves. mud would rot hooves and make them like hoof rot, and then they could die from being sick. And make sure they don't get into poisonous plants. Poisonous plants can also hurt your goats and kill them. Tansies are poisonous. Hemlock is poisonous for your goats. There's a lot of poisonous plants are poisonous and stuff. They eat some plants and other plants are poisonous. Make sure you get rid of nightshade plants. I found 2 nightshade plants in here earlier this summer. I actually dug them out, got rid of, pulled them out, got rid of both of them, and got them out of my goat pen immediately out of here so they don't eat it and get sick. I always screenshot pictures. I always do Google searching every plant with my phone and Google search everything. Make sure it's safe for them to eat and it's not dangerous. I give my goats whole bananas yesterday as a treat. They like bananas and they like apples. That's what goats eat. And I give them Cheerios, goat treats, the fruit very favorite Cheerios you get from Matros Fry. It costs like $10 for it and stuff. I love, look at them. Watch how they play. Watch how they have fun. Watch how they play. You see how they play? Look at them all. Look at these happy goats play. These amazing goats. Look at them. Watch them. Watch how they play. I love these goats. They love being scratched. They love being cuddled. They love this. They love scratches. Goats love this. Look how much Chica loves this. It makes her feel good. I love Chica. I love you, Sylvia. I love Sylvia. Look at here. Look at this goat. Look at Chica and Sylvia. Look at these beautiful goats. Oh, I love these goats. Oh, look how much they love this scratches. Makes them feel good. Look how happy they feel when you do this. They love the scratches. Oh, yes, they do. They love this. They love scratches. When they trust you, they let you touch anywhere. When they trust you, you can touch them wherever, and they don't care. When they really trust you. That's what goats do and stuff. They love when they get scratched. I love paying them, and I love hugging them and kissing them. I really love kissing and hugging them. Look at these goats. Yeah, these goats, look at them. You should have goats. Goats make you happy. If you have a bad day, watch goats. If you're depressed, goats help with depression and stuff. Goats help with everything. Goats are really... Sorry for the dogs barking in the background. We have neighbors where dogs always bark all the time. Sorry for that. If you hear dogs here and there, we have dogs around in this neighborhood, too. We live in the county. We live in the country, in the county. We live in county countryside. You're going to hear a lot more dogs here and stuff. Look at these goats. Happy goats. Feeding time. Look at these goats. Look at them. See how they go away? Sometimes goats walk away and they come and go. They walk away and they come. That's how goats do and stuff. Look, see how they play? They stop a minute and they go up again. They eat a little bit and they start up playing around, running around crazy like that again. That's what goats do. Goats, look out Sylvia. Sylvia sometimes licks her belly to annoy the other goat. Say, hey, come on. I'm gonna annoy you. She does that just to get reaction. Get reaction out of her sister, her half sister. Reaction out of her. Get reaction out of the other goat, her friend, her other goat. That's why they do that. Look at these happy goats. Look at them. Look at these happy goats I have. There's Sylvia and there's Chica. There's Chica. There's Chica. There's Sylvia. If you like my content, please subscribe to Matros. Like, share, to all your friends and comment. Look at these happy goats. Look at them, how they play, how they go. Like that's how goats do. That's what goats do. They run around and play. It's what goats do. That's what goats do and stuff. See how they're quiet now? Watch the goats. Watch their body language. You never know what goats do. You never know when goats and stuff. You never know when goats. Each day, goats are different. Each day, they do something different. Never know what goats do day in, day out. Each day is something different in the pasture. Each day, there's something cool and different when goats go and play. Goats like to headbutt like crazy. Sometimes they headbutt like crazy and play around. Sometimes they eat calmly like this. Sometimes they eat calmly. After they eat like a big meal like this, they usually sleep all day and chew their cud, regurgitate it, and then swallow it all day long. They usually stay in the shade and sleep. They try to stay cool. They try to sleep in the shade. In the hot weather, they hide inside their house. They hide in their house. When it gets hot out, they hide. When it gets hot out, they hide in there, inside their cow house. That's where they sleep, and they hide in there. When it's hot out, they sleep in there. That's where they sleep. That's where goats sleep in there. That's where goats like to sleep and relax in there. That's where they like going and sleeping. Sometimes they sleep together so quiet and nice. They're both sleeping to sleep. It's very cute when you see them sleeping together, super quiet and sounding sleeping. It's very rare to see that. Most of the times they're like vivid sleeping, like half awake, half asleep, and they're more alert than asleep. When you walk up when they're sleeping like that, it's the cutest thing in the world to see that. It's very rare to see them sleeping super sounding deep. When I'm here with them, they sleep. Wherever I sit, they sleep. And they stay by me and they keep me company and they watch over me. And they know I'm their caretaker. They know I'm the one. They know I love them. They know I'm their person. They're a person only. Their only person. They know I'm the only one. I sit with them and stuff. Wherever I sit, they sleep and they feel so relaxed. They ask you close your eyes. When I pet them, they ask you close your eyes and they fall asleep sometimes when I pet them. I talk to Chica super quietly and say, go sleepies. Go sleepies, Chica. Go sleepies, Sylvia. When I talk to them very quietly like that, and they go right to sleep. And I sing music to them too when I sing. Music on YouTube, I sing to them too. Whatever music I listen out there on YouTube, I listen to Forever Young. That's a good song. Forever Young is a good song. I like to listen to that song and stuff. Listen to different music, wherever on YouTube. I listen to music playlists they make for you. Whatever that playlist, just listen to all the music that's on there. Just listen to music all day. Most of the time, I listen to music all day. Watch YouTube shorts, YouTube music all the time. All day long, I listen to music and watch shorts. And sit with goats all day, watching them. Watching everywhere. Make sure everything's safe around here. Watch everything. Always watch everything. Watch the field. I watch the field all day, make sure there's no coyotes come around. I look for that all the time. I make sure there's no coyotes out in that field. I watch for coyotes. I scare them off and yell at them, chase after them when I see a coyote. That's what I do and stuff with coyotes and stuff. See how the goats eat and chew grass and hay? They really like this kind of stuff. They like treats. Goats always want treats. And make sure you always trim their hooves. When goats need their hooves trimmed, don't let them get overgrown. They can rip and break. Be very careful when you clip a goat hoof. When you trim them when they move, goat hooves they can get cut and hurt all the time. Make sure you always have stuff to make sure you have stuff on hand to clot the wounds. For goat clotting, wound clotting stuff, to make sure you have cornstarch. Cornstarch clots wounds. You make sure you have cornstarch on hand wherever you have. Make sure you have cornstarch to clot goat wounds. If you cut the goat hoof, make sure they don't move. If they move, you could slip and cause really bad injury to goats. Be very careful when you trim a hoof. She got moved and stuff and kicked. She had cut one of her back hoofs and stuff. We had to put a band-aid on it. A couple years back, we had to do that, and she slipped and kicked and moved and stuff. And when we clipped the hoof, always make sure goats can't move. They can do that. They can get always in trouble. Goats always get into trouble. They always find trouble. Goats never stay out of trouble. Make sure they don't get stuck in a fence. If they get stuck in a fence, they can die. Make sure they don't ever get stuck in a fence. Make sure you watch them. They can't. If they're struggling down a fence, go there, bend the fence wire, and help their head out. Always watch your goats. Make sure they don't get stuck. If you're in a new area, if you have goats for the first time, always sit out there every day, all day long, and watch them until you feel comfortable to leave from your pets and your babies and your pet goats. Just stay as long as you want to make sure you feel comfortable to leave and you go away and you leave and you know they're safe. You don't have to worry about them and stuff. I recommend people to own goats, little goats like this. They're very popular and stuff. These goats came all the way from Africa, from Nigeria, Africa. These goats came from. It's where these pygmy goats, Nigerian dwarf goats, came from Nigeria, Africa, where these came from. That's where they came from, where it's warm. They came from warm weather, these goats come from. They can adapt to cold weather too. These goats can adapt to cold, hot. They adapt where the environment is. They adapt to the environment. Now they're gonna, oh, look at this. Now they're gonna headbutt. Now they're gonna show who, now they're gonna headbutt. And gonna show, she was gonna tell her, hey, they was gonna headbutt in a few minutes. No, she's quiet now. Watch Sylvia. You never know what Sylvia's gonna do. And watch Chica too. Watch both of them. You never know what goats do. Watch your body language. You never know what goats do and stuff. You never know what goats are gonna do each day in, day out. Watch your goats. Watch everything they do. Watch everything they do. Always watch them. And observe them. Always observe your goats. Always observe the goats. Goats can teach you a lot about what their body language. They teach you a lot. Goats can teach you a lot what they do. Watch your body languages. That's how goats can teach you. You learn a lot with goats. You learn a lot. Taking care of goats, you learn a real lot. I learned a lot about goats. When I have these few goats, I start staying up on them every single day to know how to take care of goats right. I really set up on goats. Really look up online, watching videos on how to take care of them. Look online, internet, read articles about goats, studying up on them all the time. I'm always learning about different stuff on goats. Look at them, how they eat. They're calm when I'm sitting here. They're very relaxed when I sit here and relax. I love these guys. Good girl, Sylvia. Good girl, Chica. I love you. Good girls. Yeah. Look at these guys. How happy these goats are. Happy, sweet, loving creatures I have. Loving creatures. Beautiful creatures. Look how happy my goats are. They're happy. I love my goats. Chica, Sylvia, they always look around. They're always looking. They always hear a noise. They want to investigate where the noise is coming from, where that noise is. They always want to investigate. Now they want to play. See, they get calm for a little bit, and then they want to play and go. Then they want to head back a little bit. They head back a little bit, and they stop and eat. They push each other and they eat. They push each other and they eat. That's how goats are, in and day out. The goats are, they just move. Sometimes they go crazy and eat. Sometimes they're a quiet eating live stream. You never know. Some live streams they go crazy. I'm ready to go crazy headbutting and go make funny noises. Sometimes they go silly, make funny noises sometimes. Sometimes it's a quiet live stream like this. Sometimes they go quiet. They throughout the stream, they move, they go, and they stop. They work it out. That's how they work out. That's how goats work it out, by pushing around the scene, like who's boss. That's how they work it out. That's how goats work out. They eventually work it out themselves. You don't stop it. You don't intervene them. feeding your goats. Let them work it out. If you don't do that, it'll cause more problems and more fights. You always let the goats work it out. You don't stop the goats fighting. You don't stop them headbutting. Let them work it out. They know when it's enough. They know when it's enough headbutting. They know when it's enough. Only they know. Look at these goats eating. Look at them how calm they are now. Look how calm Sylvia is. Look at that beard. My favorite part of Sylvia is her nice beard. I love this beard. My favorite part is the beard. I love her beard. My favorite part is her beard. Beard scratch, beard rub, pet. They love your beard being scratched, your chin being scratched. They love this beard touching. They love your beard being pet too. That's your favorite spot. It's the beard scratch. That's a favorite part on a goat. Is your beard scratch. That's your favorite part on a goat. Favorite spot on a goat is scratching your beard and chin, their backside, their sides, their bellies. They like your belly scratches too. Their belly rubs. They like your belly rubs and scratches. Goats are just so cute and are so peaceful and joyful and happy to watch. When you have a bad day, always watch them, relax. It's peaceful to watch goats and it's very calm and quiet. Goats don't judge you. People like to judge you and stuff and nitpick you, and they don't like what you look like and they don't like what clothes you wear. And people don't like what you have money and you're poor. They make fun of all that. They laugh if you're poor. They laugh when you're rich. They laugh at everything. People are very evil out there. There's a lot of evil people out there. That's why goats are destined to have. Goats can't judge. When you're on the field, at least goats don't judge you and yell at you. They're just one there to love on you and love and love. That's why having goats is the wonderful thing to have goats. At least goats won't judge you. At least goats won't ever go away from you. The only time goats will go away from you when they die and it's when they pass away. That's the end. I'm gonna take care of these goats until they're old, I'm gonna take care of them until they die. These goats, and take care of them as long as they live. I'm taking care of them. It's a long commitment. It's a long commitment to take care of these goats, and I'm never gonna stop taking care of them until they die. That's a commitment I'm gonna take. That's my commitment to these goats. I'm not gonna break that commitment and break the bond with them ever until they die. That's when your commitment ends. That's when your responsibility ends. That's when everything ends. After they go, that's when you're done having the responsibility of getting up early and taking care of goats. Until then, you get up early to take care of them and stuff and feed them. Make sure you have always clean water. Make sure goats have lots of clean water. Make sure you have plenty of clean water, fresh, clean water. Make sure your bucket is clean. Clean out your bucket. Wherever you have water, make sure you scrub it out. Make sure there's no allergy. If there's any allergy in there, any stuff growing in the water can make them very sick. Always clean out the water. If they get sick, very high vet bills, very expensive vet bills. If they get sick, vet bills are very expensive to take care of goats. If you have a high vet bill, make sure you always take care of goats and you never have a vet bill, never have a vet come out. If you take good care of them, you never need a vet on them. You always take good care of your goats. Make sure you give them copper. Make sure they have copper. Make sure you deworm them. Make sure you worm the goats so they don't have parasite overload. They have parasite overload, that makes them sick, and you can get them sick for parasite overload and stuff. It makes them sick. Not enough in copper deficiency. Don't give them any copper. Not enough copper. That will make them sick and die. If you have the right stuff and you make sure you have all the right stuff, you're good as gold, and your goats will live forever as long as they wanting to live, as long as they can live. God's the one that decides how long they live. God's the one that decides. God's in power. God makes the rules. God makes the law. He tells us when to die. He tells us when to live. He tells us how long to live. If he wants us to die right now, he'll just do it. If he wants to live, he'll make it live. As long as he wants to live for a long time, he will. It depends what God wants. What God wants is what God wants us to do. Follow the Bible, follow God, follow Jesus, follow God and stuff. See how these goats are? This is God is doing this. This is what God is. This is God. God made goats for us to eat and milk for us to drink. Goats give us meat in our countries. Goats give us milk. Goats give us hair. Hair, warm clothing. Some goats give you hair to wool to clothing, keep us warm. Some goats are pack goats to bring your stuff. Some goats packing goats. Some goats go camp trail hiking with you, backpacking with you, and go backpacking. There's so many different things that goats can help us with, and there's so much stuff goats can provide us with stuff we need in our world. A friend, a pet, a loving animal, something you can love and care for. I love my goats. They're amazing, happy goats. Look at these happy goats. Look at them playing. Look at this. See how they headbutt? Look at them go crazy. Look at that. Now they go crazy again. See? They go back and forth. They go back and forth. That's what goats do. See how they calm now again? See how they get calm again? They go back and forth. Look at these happy goats. These loving goats. Loving, loving, loving goats I have. Look at these babies I have. Make me happy just watching them. I feel so peaceful right now being with my goats. Relaxed, at ease, super peaceful. Like I feel so relaxed. I feel super relaxed with my goats right now. Yeah, I do. These make me feel so good and happy. Make me feel happy. These guys, right here. Mwah. These goats are so cute. Look at these Sylvia and Chica. Oh, I love you, Sylvia. I love you, Chica. I love you. Oh, I love you. Good girl. I love these guys so much. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Oh, Chica, it's okay, Chica. I love you. I love you. I love you, Chica. I love you, Sylvia. They're my sweethearts. I love you guys so much. They're my favorite goats. These two. Bye. See you next live stream.